Good morning. Good morning. I'm waiting for the one on Facebook and YouTube to go live. There we go. We're live on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I don't have Instagram, but I don't really do Instagram. So yeah. But I am going to do a shirt and an ornament. The shirt, one of the sizes she gave was an incorrect size. So I am redoing one of the ones for the sister. And then when she came to pick it up, I gave her tumbler, which I will post pictures later. And she was like, oh, yeah, we're on our way to the store to go buy an ornament because they're doing an ornament exchange. And she's like, I should just had you make one. I said, girl, give me about 10 minutes. So I end up using part of the design from the tumbler. And like these are already like, so what it didn't take long. I just basically recycled and reused elements that I had already made for like different shirts, different items and different designs for this particular client. So it made it very easy to just put it on an ornament because I already had the template for the ornament. I have the ornament. So just rearranging stuff and making it work for that. I will show how I did the design. So I will share with you guys how I did that. TikTok, you guys won't be able to see it because, of course, there is no screen sharing. And the way my desk is set up, I won't be able to show you guys my computer screen. But you can definitely check out my YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous. And I'm going to show how I did the ornament from the elements of the tumbler and the shirt. All right. So again, good morning, everyone. Hello. Hi, Cassandra. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, D. Ashley. Hey, Miss Johnson. Hey, LaDonna Walker. Michelle, how are you? Can you use the tacky paper for the rest of your comment got cut off? All right, let me go ahead. Let's see. I'll ask you guys which one. I guess maybe I think I know what you're going to say because you saw the other one. Which one do you guys want to see first? The shirt or the ornament? No, the tacky paper is not meant for any hard substrates. It is for soft substrates. So shirts, you can put like mouse pads, the can coolers, soft substrates or fabric textile substrates. So we have 1 vote for ornament right now, 2 votes for shirts. Between all the platforms, I am showing 48 people watching and we only have 3. So I need you guys to comment. Are we doing shirt first or ornament? 3 people is not kind of enough to know what the majority wants. Okay, so we got another one for ornament. Shirt, ornament. It's like it's literally going split. Ornament, ornament, ornament. Ornament, shirt, ornament. All right, so ornament's kind of okay, ornament. All right, we'll start with the ornament. We'll do the shirt. I guess I figured you guys would because I'm like, you guys see me do shirts all the time. So we're going to start with the ornament and we'll do the shirt afterwards. So, of course, first things first, let me grab a piece of parchment paper to catch the bleed. Hello on TikTok. Welcome. Thank you for joining the live broadcast. Ooh, wait a minute. Go back. Make sure you hit that tap the screen to give the video some likes so that we can get more people on the live video. I'm super excited to be able to do lives on TikTok now because that's my jam, is doing lives. I love doing live videos to help in real time and answer questions in real time. All right, all ornaments have a protective film on it, so make sure you take that off. I'm going to take off the one side that I'm going to be working on. They all have the protective film. This is an MDF Ornament. All right. So I'm just going to do this side. I have a bleed on it. So we're going to just place that like that. The goal is to try and make sure that it is even all the way around to make sure that my design stays centered. I don't put a large bleed. I'm sorry, you have to bring it closer to me just so I can see it. I personally don't put a large bleed on my items because I feel like it makes it to where you can line it up better. When you have too much, trying to gauge how much is on each side can be, a bit much. So, I don't put a lot of bleed on it. So we're going to pinch that like that. I'm just going to put some tape on it so that I can properly flip it. Ooh, I forgot to check the pressure. All right, I'm not worried about it. Okay, I know the last thing I did was the shirt. So it might be dialed up really, really high. So I'm going to turn this down some. And let's pray for the best in that I don't have to lift it. But I have another one just in case. So we're going to go ahead and drop this down. Woo. Oh, that was almost perfect. 365 degrees for 30 seconds. OMG, I have to post my shirts from yesterday. I've been using your ink for a while now, but it was something about these prints. My customer wanted to cry. Oh, my customer did this morning too when I showed her the tumbler. All right. I'm going to get back over here. Actually, it'll end up going for about 40 seconds instead of 30. It gets kind of hot. I'm going to let it cool because I really don't feel like putting on a heat glove. Oh, well, I can lift it. Woo! Jesus, that's hot. Good thing I had the tape. All right. So now I'm going to take which I should have done the first time. I don't know what I was thinking. But luckily the backside isn't that hot. I'm going to take the film off of the backside because I forgot to the first time. So make sure you take the film off. And now make sure that you also put it right side up. I almost put it upside down. Can you show the ink release? I definitely will. Give me one moment. I'll show it when I do this one or while this one is pressing. So we're just going to line that up. We carry the heat tape on our website also. Haha, I'm glad I looked. Something told me to look. Well, no, okay, that's on that side. The heat tape came off. So I'm going to flip it again. I just want to make sure that it stayed in place. All right, I'm going to grab a longer piece of heat tape and a wider piece because this one is like sometimes the shorter pieces can drive me crazy with here this smells good work getting it to stick, and the wider pieces work better, and then like cutting it so short. So I'm going to use a wider piece of tape. To help hold this in place. To make sure it doesn't move as I flip it over. All right. Oh, that's my brother. All right. And close that down. 30 seconds. And the ink release from the first one. 30 seconds. How do I get my templates? I make all of mine, and I do have this particular one in my template vault. I'm still adding more of the ornaments that I have, but I make all of my templates in Silhouette Studio. So I'm going to let that cool for a little bit just so that I can touch it without using a heat glove. Yes, I did do the fans yesterday. I was live for them yesterday. For this one, I think the bleed is only 0.025 or 0.25. I forget. I don't put the number changes depending on the size, like the original size of the template. So I just put, I always kind of look for it, and it's just really thin. But I want to say it's like 0.25 or 0.02, 0.25, I want to say. For a second there, I thought I had this upside down. I was like, wait, the second time, did I put it on wrong? Tape comes right off. It doesn't leave any marks. It doesn't affect it. Okay. And this is printed on plain paper setting. I don't use premium matte. You see how those colors look. This is plain paper setting, not premium matte. All right, I gotta wipe that down. Got a bunch of fingerprints on it, and then package it up. I need to find a purple ribbon. I don't want to put the red one that came with it. I need to find a purple one. All right. So now we're going to do the shirt. So to find my center, I take my design, fold it in half, which I need to hold it up to the light to make sure that I am in the center. I pinch it at the top and the bottom. And then I put it on here. Everyone's fingers are different. I kind of know how many I need to, whether it's 3, 4. If you want to use a ruler, you can. I pretty much just kind of know, and I'm just going off of really what is like the center. Well, normally with shirts, I look for the center of chest for the design, but this is a ladies cut shirt, so it's a little bit different. So I'm looking at just a couple of different things as far as like the length, the total length of the design. If this was something that was really, really long, I would just move it up, but it's not something that's super long. I want the majority, like the middle of it, to really sit center chest. So that's kind of how I go about placing my designs. I don't go really off of like how many, a certain number of like inches down to the side, because every design is different. Now I do check the side to kind of, you know, make sure that it's even. I normally don't take this long. I'm trying to explain it to you guys. If you're new, what you can do is take your shirt, fold it in half, and press it, create the center line, and then line your top and bottom pieces up on it, on that line, so that you know that it's nice and square and straight. All right. I did all of that, and I forgot to check my pressure because I don't need a lot of pressure for shirts. And then this particular brand of shirt is a bit thicker than what I'm used to. So I really don't want a lot of pressure on this shirt. So you see, it's like at a 0. Let me turn that up just a little, like right before it hits 1. So, okay, it's at 1. So now I'm going to turn it back just a little. And let me show you what I meant by that too. Like if you are a newbie to doing sublimation, or even if you're doing your own, like even if you're doing vinyl shirts, this is a good trick and a good hack for newbies, is to fold it in half to find your true center. Because sometimes shirts, and like the way the collar is, especially V-necks, the V part really isn't the center sometimes. So you just have to make sure that everything is lined up. Your shoulders, your like the side of it. The bottom I don't worry about so much, but I make sure that my armpits, my shoulders, all of that is lined up. Straighten it out. We're going to go ahead and press it. Just for a few seconds, just enough to get that line in it. All right. So my collar is right there at the end. So I'll know, again, how far to come down from that collar. So there's a crease there. There's a crease here. I'm going to make sure that my lines line up with that, and that makes sure that it's, especially if you cut your paper. This is another reason why I don't cut my paper, like just cut it all randomly close to the design. If you keep it square or as straight as possible, it helps with lining it up to where you know if it's shifted or not. When you know, if you have all these weird angles, you might be looking at the wrong thing and not really looking through the paper at your design to see if it is tilted or anything like that. All right, so. Okay, wait, something looks a little funky here, but that should be center. Okay, no, it is. It just looked weird. All right, so I'm going to cut a piece of butcher paper. What I do afterwards to get to knock the line out, I do a 10-second press. With butcher paper. This is where I use butcher paper. All right. Thank you for following. Hello and welcome, welcome. All right. How do you avoid what? How do you avoid what? Oh, okay, wait, I see here. I have a hard time when sublimating where the tape leaves a ghosting, if that makes sense. Are you using, honestly speaking, heat tape? What paper are you using? Depending on which, like your paper affects that sometimes, because if you have a paper where it's going to like bleed through, it will leave that mark. Our paper is non-staining, non-marking, non-staining. And then with our paper, you're never going to see the lines of the tape. So now to get the line out, I'm going to take my pressure up. Well, drop it. So increase the pressure, which means you drop it. And I'm going to just turn it to where it's going to be a lot of pressure as I close it. And I'm going to close it, which I could have used a little bit more pressure. So I'm going to let this go a little bit longer than 10 seconds. But I just do a second press to knock my line out, to knock out that really harsh line. And so this is why we put the butcher paper, because that ink will release again, but it does not affect the quality of the color when you do that. Ooh. Ooh, one good thing is I actually get to get a picture of this. I didn't get a picture of it because I finished them late and she came early this morning to pick them up. So now I get to get a picture of this. So we did the shirt. And if you are just joining, this is the ornament that we did. I'm going to repost the TikTok video and you guys can see the real color. I feel like this camera over here is just not giving me. I need to figure out what's up with this camera for it to give out accurate colors, because it definitely looks different on my phone than it does on the playback for Facebook and YouTube. She says, wow, that's beautiful. The colors are so vibrant. Thank you so much for that, Martha. No, none of it is honestly speaking. I swear I'm just going to get rid of it and just get your brand. Yeah, I keep telling y'all that. But yeah, the paper quality matters. For the tape, I mean, you have some tapes that you may have both. Like you may have a tape that's marking and staining. And then if you have a really thin paper, the impression of that will go through it and you'll see it. Or it can just be the paper, but you have good tape, but it might just be the paper. All right. It's supposed to be purple. So on TikTok, for me, it's like my phone is showing it as purple. But on Facebook and YouTube, it looks a little bluish, but it should be purple. See all those fingerprints. So I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to put my gloves on and wipe it down and then put it back in the bag. As soon as I find either a black or a purple string to replace the one that it came with, because it comes with a red one, but I want to make it black or purple. She says, I've been using your paper and it's amazing. Thank you so much for your purchase. Thank you for your support. Glad you are enjoying the results. I had to jump over here to compare the colors, and there is a difference here in YouTube. Yeah, it is a very big difference. I have to figure out what's up with this camera. My mom even said the other day when she came on my first TikTok, she's like, oh, wow, the colors are so vibrant over here compared to like the other ones. And then the lighting, it doesn't seem so dark when I'm on my phone. So yeah, it looks different. I've never used your paper, but I'm going to purchase. Thank you for that. Definitely do that. hsinc365.com is the website. If you guys are watching over on TikTok, there is a discount code posted in the bio. So go ahead and use that code for your first purchase. I'll just get both your paper and your tape. I'll just take the loss on what I have, if that means better quality. It definitely will. I've had a lot of people that did that. They just said, you know what? I'll either de-stash it or get rid of it. But, you know, I have a lot of paper from other companies that's still here. I don't use it. And I'm like debating on what to do with it because I don't want to necessarily give it away because I don't want people to use anything other than Honestly Speaking. But I have a lot of paper here from other companies also. And I just, yeah, like you said, well, I guess for me, it's like not really a loss, but yeah. The ink and the paper change the game. Oh, thank you. All right, y'all. I have to take this to her, and then my brother's here, so I want to go and say hello to him, but I have to get this to her before it's time for her to go to competition. But I will be back. So if you would like to see how I design this, I'm going to do a live video because I prefer to teach live rather than pre-recorded. What I might end up doing, because since I didn't go to cheer competition, I might do a little pop-up design class in Silhouette Studio. So if you guys are interested in an actual class and being able to, ask questions in real time, I will post it over here on TikTok also, but I'll make a post and I'll put it on the website for you guys to join the class. So I'll schedule a class for later. I'll go through like some designing and stuff like that. She says, trash the other stuff. You won't look back. Let's see. Hey, Miss Johnson, are you watching on both platforms again, Miss Johnson? She says, oh, I was on YouTube. Yes, the colors are vibrant on TikTok. Yeah, it's a big difference. So if you guys want to see this, come over. Big boy. Hello, big boy. Thank you so very much for joining me for my third live on TikTok. But if you want to see it, I'm going to download this video and then like edit it and repost snippets of it. And I'll post pictures too on my page so you guys can see the difference in the colors. But if you're on right now, you kind of want to see it. Where did I get the ornament blank? So this one originally came from, oh, sorry, you guys can't see over there. It originally came from designbundles.net. Her name now is not Design Bundles, Jesus. Sublimation blanks and more.net. I think now hers is just subandmore.com. But if you just Google search Sublimation blanks and more.net, she's also on Facebook. That's where I got these. She sent me these, last year before last. But a lot of places have it. Johnson's Plastics has them. So you can use my code 9PKD6. That'll get you 15% off. And Johnson ships really, really fast. I've seen these on Amazon. I don't know if Kiana over at Craft Sisters has this particular shape. I know she's had some ornaments, but I get stuff from a lot of different places. You want to have a list of, backups and places like that to order from. I always say you want to have your good, better, best, just in case, somebody is out. Thank you, big boy. He says they look great. She says HS ink paper for the paper for the win. She says yes, both on both platforms. All right, y'all. Let me go. I shall talk to you guys later. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.